whatever kind of shoot you're doing, whatever the thing is that you can't sacrifice on, whether it's like blurry background or speed or something like that, you want to set that first. So let's talk about how you can actually use this in real life, because like the real question is, which one do I change first? It definitely depends on what you're shooting. So for example, if you're shooting portraits, if I'm shooting a portrait and I want a blurry background, my first process is going to be to set my aperture to what I want first, such as I will set my aperture to 2.8, and then I will adjust my shutter speed depending on, what I need, like how much speed I'm going to be having in my client. If they're moving fast, they're moving slow, this will all depend on that as well. So I'll set my aperture first, then I set my shutter speed, right? And then I will check my ISO, right? So if it still is a little bit too dark or too bright, I will tweak my ISO last to where I need it to be at. And if I feel like it's not enough, or I feel like it's still too bright, if my ISO is 100, my shutter is 250 or 125, and then my aperture is 2.8, if I feel like that's still not enough and I feel like the image is still too bright with that low of an ISO, I will then go back to my aperture and I will crank up. I will then go back to my shutter and I will go up higher on my shutter, all right, to help bring that, compensate for the lighting and stuff like that. But whatever kind of shoot you're doing, whatever the thing is that you can't sacrifice on, whether it's like blurry background or speed or something like that, you want to set that first. If I can't sacrifice on speed, I got to be able to stop motion. I got to be able to catch them in that motion, in that moment. I'm going to set my aperture last. I'm going to set my aperture second and my shutter speed first. I need to focus on that movement. If I want to set it blurry and I want to make sure that it's really in focus and high quality, blah, 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 all of that, I'm going to set my aperture first, all right? If I'm shooting groups, and the thing that the important part is having everybody's face in focus, I'm going to set my aperture first. So whatever your priority is, set your priority first and then go from there.